Who's doing all that typing? Hello?
G'day, guys. No, we can't hear you, Matt. Best broadcast ever.
It's his turn not to be heard. 2 minutes ago, he couldn't hear me. My mic was unplugged.
I can't believe it didn't go to my default mic.
Oh, there you go. Now we can hear you.
Unbelievable.
Downhill already.
Carlos, how are you, mate?
I'm totally pissed off. Your mic's not working either, Carlos. But that's
Good
a good
evening,
thing.
gents. You guys are good thing.
It's not working in a good way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good evening,
Nice.
Harry.
nice intro, Matt, and thanks for the mention of my chat. Oh, no, that's why I didn't make it.
Oh, there you go. I told you, let me know. Didn't really?
No. It's all right.
It's
I know
not on there?
No, he doesn't love me, mate.
Shit. All right, I'll fix that. Oh, God.
Yeah, that's first on your list.
You working
That's
today,
about-
Matt?
See, it's still not showing up on my YouTube. On the left-hand side under subscriptions, you're still not showing up. I don't know why YouTube hates me and you.
I didn't get one for him last week, and no, he's still not showing up for me either.
No,
I
he's not there.
You're talking about a notification?
Yeah,
Yeah, I got it.
There's none. I did not.
Wow.
And I don't even see you live. I see Canadian Drone Hub live.
Hang on while I check
Who's
to
that?
make sure that I'm still.
When don't you see Canadian Drone Hub live?
By the way, I almost got in a huge shitload of trouble by showing that Scotty Kilmer video last Tuesday.
Which Scotty? What one was that?
Scotty Kilmer has 4.5 million viewers, and he doesn't allow his videos to be shown or any part thereof to be used by anybody else.
So what did you show?
I showed his video, and I had asked him for permission the same day. So I hadn't gotten a reply back from him yet and used it anyway. But fortunately, he said, I don't usually allow it, but because we're talking about the Chinese software, I'm going to allow it in this instance.
Okay. Oh shit.
That was nice of him.
Yeah, man. I could have been taken down by YouTube.
Mm.
Oh, I mean, that'd be terrible.
Yeah, that'd be.
I'd be missed by about 20 people. Yeah.
Woe is me.
They're all related.
Well, actually,
You say they're all related?
Yeah.
Matt and I would pretend,
You
but
ever hear that when you know you're a redneck if your family tree looks like a straight line?
Yeah, don't have any branches.
But
Ari,
it's
shut up. I'm trying to talk. Ari,
I better.
I need your help with something. On Tuesday night, when I went on, Matthew put his screen up, and I could see his cursor going on. We had DaVinci Resolve on, and I saw his cursor. And then Brian went on, and I saw Brian's cursor. When I was trying to do stuff on DaVinci, and I'm trying to do what Matt's telling me, and I was doing it, but nobody could see my cursor. StreamYard says your cursor should automatically be there. And I don't know what to change in Chrome to make my cursor be shown. Do you have any ideas?
I'm going to try something, Jim.
Matt
All right.
or Ari, when you take your cursor and move it fast or quickly, left or right, doesn't it get bigger so you can spot it? Or that doesn't happen on your...
If you put trails on, if you turn on trails, it will.
If I move my cursor, it usually gets bigger.
I'm going to try something, Jim. Just give me a second, mate. I don't know. That one will do. First of all, glad to say good day to everybody in the chat here who's popped in.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Didn't mean to take over.
4 Wheels. That's all right. Yes, it did. 4 Wheels on the Road. Chris Wedgeworth. We've got Matt Cundiff in here too somewhere. I saw. Who else? Steve Carpenter. How are you, mate? Drone Shots. Jody, how are you? Drones Life RC. I think that's just about covered it. I think. I'm going to try something here, Jimbo. Let's go like this.
I don't know why I don't know if I changed something in Chrome to not have it show. Oh, finally you're showing. Yes, I see your cursor.
There you go. You can see it.
Yeah.
Weird.
And I noticed that because I went back on the replay because the guy asked me, can you see other people's? And I said no. So I was lying because I had sent him the link.
Yeah.
And I said, check out at 2 hours, 30 minutes.
So what do you expect of somebody who doesn't know what a wand is, Matt?
There is no wand. No friggin' wand. You literally drove me insane with, I'm guessing, what's a wand? Is he calling the eyedropper a wand? What?
No, it's that little stick thing with all the magical sparkles around it.
The thing that looks like a wand, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's that thing that barbers and hairstylists have that men and women go and say, make me look like her. And the guy goes, this is a scissor, not a magic wand. That's the difference.
You think it's the settings of the cursor itself, Mel? Because I did make the cursor larger and it is colored yellow.
I think what he's getting at there, it might be a gym problem more than
a dumbass error. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me pull up the cursor.
Jim's quite pixelated. His video feed this morning. Not just me. Okay, cool.
Yeah. A little bit. Your bandwidth looks like it might be down a bit there, Jimbo.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Too much stuff going on.
And you must have that other TV up and flat knackers again, mate. Because yeah.
Somebody at Jim's
the white
place
balance.
is downloading the internet.
Maybe the computer is just rejecting all the whiteness.
No, it's the TV. The brightness from the TV after all the whiteness. You dumbass.
It's called blown out.
Obviously, you haven't heard Jim's critical race theory.
Is there such a thing?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking maybe is it in my mouse control? They don't give you a whole lot of controls in your mouse. Settings. All right. Picture. Then I got to go to expert settings.
Isn't it speed?
Jim's going to the expert section.
Size,
this won't be good.
like
it's lowering it right down now. I got to lower the backlight to 5 just so I don't get blown out. There we are.
Look at that. That's a lot better. Yeah, that was that issue the whole freaking time, mate, was the fact that you were blasting yourself with blue LED.
Now he looks alive.
Let's have a look here. Select the start button, select settings, device, mouse, additional mouse options.
Okay, yeah, I'm on that, and it says left wheel. It has cursor speed, multiple lines at a time for the middle wheel. Adjust mouse and cursor size and additional mouse options. I don't see what would stop it from showing on screen.
Have you got show on StreamYards checked?
That's there, you dumbass. No, it's not there.
I was going to say.
Matt, show this screen.
I bet you it's going to work now.
This is all you get. So you can't even see my cursor now.
No.
This is the problem we were having the other day. So if I go under...
Hang on, Jim, just stop something for a second, mate. What I want you to do is drag your television screen onto your laptop and your laptop screen up to your television, if that's, or vice versa of what you've got it at the moment.
All right, because it might throw me off, so, like you care.
That's all right.
All right, you're on the television now. I mean the computer.
Okay.
What the hell was I looking at? Where'd my mouse cursor and all that shit go?
I saw it there a second ago.
I just saw it also. I'm muted. Go back 2 screens. Can you back tab 2 screens? I see it there.
There you go.
Oh, there's StreamYard up there. What? Let me stop sharing and see what happens. I got
Now we-
StreamYard on the
Now we'll
computer.
see it.
You dumbass.
Mega Steve.
G'day, Steve.
Yeah. How's old Mega going?
You can't see. I got you on the computer screen now, but so now you can't see because you can't change that. Yes, you can. Wow. That's my ringtone. Spinal Tap.
Who's that ringing?
No.
Oh, Mel. Righto.
I don't have to answer that one then.
All right. What do you got? You did see my mouse.
We both told you that just now.
Yeah, yeah. If it comes from Mel, it's more believable, I guess.
So
Doesn't believe anything we say.
no.
Yes.
But Da Vinci was on my main computer screen.
Oh God, you guys in this Da Vinci and the Da Vinci Resolve. I mean,
Yeah.
It's flat out, mate. Let me just mute that for a second.
I muted myself.
Let's unmute to see what he's saying.
Okay.
is that
'cause,
something you use a lot there,
are you-
Matt, Da Vinci Resolve?
Sorry, mate.
Is that something you actually use a lot? That program, Da Vinci Resolve.
Is it something I use a lot?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Flat out.
And it's important to you to have available. It's your
Mate,
editing tool.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what I do everything on. It's bloody fantastic. Really is. But there's so much in it. So much in it. You know, you got to be a bloody brain surgeon to work most of this shit out. Johnny Dronefly, how are you? Thanks for popping in. And Steve, yes, mate. Yes, we're going to be meeting up soon up at Tim's place. It's going to be really, it's going to be good, man. For Tim's 50th birthday. Hey?
It's going to be real paralytic.
Yeah. Well, Tim won't be able to remember what happened in the week, I'm kind of guessing.
When he wakes up with half his beard shaved, I'm just going to point at you.
Yeah.
As I hide the razor.
Do the eyebrow. You're going up there, Ari, are you?
Certainly, unless I was to be called, for surgery, but they keep delaying and delaying and delaying, so it's looking less likely.
Yeah,
So
okay.
I'll be there.
Matt,
It's
I'm
August.
thinking. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say August 6th or something, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's a Tuesday. Yeah, that's fine by me. Sorry, Carlos.
Freestyle frame, has it arrived?
Yes, got two of them. It's all good. Just got to pop the thing together now, so see how we go.
Gotcha.
come around here if you like, Matt, and we'll carpool it. I know the way. I've been there enough. Oh, you've been there, I think.
Tim's place?
Yeah, have you? If not, anyway.
No, I haven't been to Tim's place, mate. I've driven past and waved, but that's about it. Didn't go in.
Yeah, I know. Wish I had. I mean, he'll turn up in a minute and I'll get it in the neck.
He will. Don't worry. Steve's here. He'll
Yeah.
be ringing him now going, hey, Tim, these guys are giving you shit. So what's unusual? What the hell's unusual? Yeah. Bob Casey.
This
How are you, mate?
Work today?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I nearly had to pull a pin, though, eh? I woke up in the middle of the night and my tooth's killing me. It's like, shit. I don't know what the hell that was. Anyway,
Went away.
yeah, it has gone away, but I'm going to book into the dentist and go have a look. I hate dentists, man. Shit.
We're at that age, Matt. I had to have one crown the other week, my first crown, but I wanted to keep that tooth.
Did you ever see that movie or show, Little Shop of Horrors?
Sorry, mate, can't hear.
You're a
No,
bit,
not Little Shop. Yeah, was it Little Shop of Horrors? Yeah. Feed Me, Seymour. That you never saw that play or that
Oh, my
movie
God.
with Jim Morantz?
Years
Steve
ago.
Martin. Steve Martin was the dentist.
Yeah. Yeah, that was years ago. There was a plant in there too, wasn't there?
That was the center. It was
That's right.
the Audrey too. But anyway, I don't know many people that like going to the dentist. Every
No.
time I think of the dentist, I think of that guy.
I'd rather him pull a tooth out than drill. So you get rid of it.
Mm.
Freaking
and
hate that
funny,
shit.
I generally don't even have an anesthetic. It doesn't bother me.
You know, my mom's like that.
They did the crown without any anesthetic.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. It just doesn't bother me. It's serious. I'm not being a hero or anything. I'm just lucky it doesn't particularly bother me.
Wow. Yeah, bugger that. It bothers the shit out of me. Last time I went to the dentist, I had a bloody wisdom tooth. It was giving me problems. It was growing sideways and shit. Anyway, got a little bit infected and whatever. I went in there, and I just went in there to say, "Oh, what can we do?" It's blah blah blah. And next minute, I know he's going, "Oh, we're ripping that out today." What? I'm going out to dinner tonight at the freaking Brazilian barbecue. I don't think that's going to be very good. But anyway, he ripped it out. Yeah, dude. Anyway, he ripped it out. Oh, bloody hell.
They did my daughter Chloe's earlier in the year that she had to have all four. They're all sideways and whatnot, and took her down there. She was terrified. She cut like a needle, and they hit her with the hard stuff because they knew they were going to have to cut the gum and then cut the teeth to pieces to get them out. Afterwards, she's in the car going, "This isn't so bad after all."
Yeah.
Is it nitrous oxide they use?
Oh, no, they injected her, and codeine and everything. She was out there with the fairies.
Did you see that one where that chick was in the car with him? No, she was in the dentist chair, and the dentist said to her, "I don't want you to doing anything that like smoking or anything that causes a sucking action and all this sort of stuff." She I can't have a cigarette, and then the sucking it. You know where I'm going with that. And she went, and and I don't know if anyone has seen that. It's funny as all hell. I can't give a blowjob. Thank you.
So I was looking out the window, Matt. You can go to work because you certainly wouldn't want to be flying today.
What's happening today, mate?
It's blowing a bloody gale.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the westerlies are with us.
I was seeing a gale once. It did a bit of blowing.
You guys are going to get into your
But she hadn't had her wisdom teeth removed.
Mate, there's no wind here.
Prick. I mean, really?
I got nothing.
God, it's blowing a gale here.
I was going to go out flying yesterday, but sort of gave that up as a bad idea. Pissing down rain.
Yeah, not good.
No. Tim Jackson's in the house.
Hey, Tim. There goes the neighbourhood.
Hey, when's Tim's live show? He does one, and I've got
Friday night.
Friday nights. Yeah, okay.
Our time,
Well, that's why I always miss it.
That's Thursday morning for us.
Yes.
No, I'm probably not subscribed to him. Can you put a
What's
link?
going on with your microphone, Carlos?
Can you put a link? I just put it up here so you don't hear my heavy breathing. A link to his channel.
It's not that good. Not that good a show, Carlos.
Hey, I'm starstruck. You see my
Yeah, what's going on with that? Who's starstruck? What's
just you? It's being around you. I'm honored, privileged, and I just want to let you know that that's how I feel. I'm freaking starstruck.
I can see that, but it's okay, mate. It's just step back. I'll get security onto you.
No, that's why I'm glad. There's a whole day and a half between, half a day between us.
Would I have to get a restraining order against you, Carlos?
It's one of those YouTube phenomenons that I have experiencing every now and then.
A YouTube phenomenon.
That would be you. Let me be quiet.
Phenomenon. Doop, 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 doop.
Yeah.
Phenomenon.
Hey.
Ari, are you gonna share any stories?
About?
When I was a young man, Mommy pulled my dickie. Is that story he's sharing? Is it that one or the other one?
No, that's purely for his therapist to work out.
Not for nothing, but you wonder why his neighbors complain about watching with those stories coming.
Did you have any kind of stories in particular in mind, man?
Oh, I don't know, mate. Have you got anything new this week to tell us or not?
Oh, I see what you're hinting at. You mean something like this?
Oh, I didn't know you had that.
No, not.
Oh my God! You bought the FPV?
He
Yeah,
did.
I bought it, Jim. I pulled the trigger. Actually, the truth is this. Like I said last week, I've had the money sitting in my wallet for about a month, and household bills have been eating it a bit here and there. My wife actually rang up Naked UAV which is my drone supplier, this week, and said, "Just get one in for him, for Christ's sake. I'll send him down tomorrow." So that's how it worked.
And off you go.
Yeah. I got the ND filters yesterday, and I've got one of the motion controllers on order that should arrive on Monday.
I'll be buggered. You're right there. That's fantastic. We're getting a motion controller. That'll be really interesting. Really interesting.
It'll suit the kind of footage I want to get with it. I mean, it'd be utterly useless for for tearing up like the hardcore FPV guys do, but for the kind of thing I want to do, low fast passes down riverbeds and things like that, I would imagine it'll be well suited to that. If it isn't, I'll share the crash video.
Practice in big open spaces first.
Where's the fun in that, Carlos?
Just get used to it. That's all.
Rip, shit, and bust. That's my motto. No,
Not with that one.
Yeah, obviously, no. I will be flying it in some fairly open spaces to get the hang of it.
You know what? Just for the sake of, in my opinion, I would try that oh crap switch where it literally whap, and see how fast that's it's totally amazing. When I saw that in action, drone sometimes travels like this with the angle. This thing went whang, like in a second. Whang, impressive. Metro Drones was using it, and he did it for us. Pretty cool.
Righto, Tim. Facebook. Let me have a look at that.
Hey Matt, in the background there, while I'm not on screen, can you see the yellow mouse?
No, it's too small, mate. I can't see anything there.
Oh, all right.
I'll have to pop it up if you want me to have a look at it.
Just for a second. You don't need to leave it there. Just pop it up and then take it down. I have the DaVinci on the same monitor as the StreamYard right now.
No, can't see a mouse, mate.
All right, pop it down. Damn it.
The hell that is? That's weird.
I must have done something wrong.
If it wasn't for bad luck, you have no luck at all sometimes.
Yeah.
Jim always has something go wrong. No matter what he does, there's something goes on.
Well, the problem is that Windows has Extend, so I can actually move the DaVinci program over to the TV without changing the workspace to the second monitor. So does that confuse the computer? And I don't know, man. I'm getting a headache.
Yeah. Well, hey, you taking that FPV up to Tim's, mate?
Yeah, I would say so, buddy. I'll probably be, have my head around it enough to be game to fly it out of Tim's place. It's actually hard to fly out of his place as far as getting away and landing. There's a lot of tree cover with little tiny gaps, and then you fly off the edge of the mountain. But I should have my head around it enough.
Fly off the edge of the mountain.
Yeah.
Where we're going.
Yep.
Where he's having. I was better ask Tim this question. Actually. Why don't I just do this? Tim, I'm going to send you a link. I haven't got you one. If you want to pop on, Tim, that'd be good. Stevie Bronx, I'm just looking at a photo. He's on a bloody jet ski out in the middle of the harbour there. Holy shit. Just hear it from the horse's mouth. Not that he looks like a horse.
Come on, be nice. He does, and it's a very nice horse.
A horse is a horse, of course.
Holy moly, we got it all happening now.
You're showing your age.
Drone's 863. It's still 863, so he hasn't had a good weekend yet. No more thunder ass taco whatevers, so he's still the same. And we've got.
I nearly bought an Inky Vector the other day. He's bad for me.
Volcano tacos.
Volcano Tacos, that's the one.
Jim, I like that really detailed email you sent me earlier.
There you go, brother. Don't ever ask me a question. You'll get an answer.
Hi there,
How you,
guys.
Don? Justin?
Good evening.
How's things, boys?
And what does the 863 stand for?
It's my area code that I live in.
Good plan.
I was trying to come up with something unique because there's some people that have like channel names and you'll go look them up and there'll be 20 other channels with the same exact name.
Yeah.
So I was trying to find something unique.
Unique
And-
up on them.
You know, one of our area codes here in Ottawa is 343, and that is my favorite number because, of course, it's 7 cubed, and it's a palindrome and a few other things.
Nice.
That's what we all got out of that too, Don.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was one. Well, you know, 863. I thought it was his favorite number for some reason. You know.
Did you say 7 cubed?
That's part of the 32-bit float system, Matt.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
Anyway,
that's
sorry to confuse us with math.
That's okay, Don.
I'll give it a hand.
That's that dry Australian humor for you.
I got a kind of remember Cliff from Cheers, the mailman.
The snipe hunt, yeah.
I just got a kind of flavor from Don on that one.
It's more like the guy on that other show, whatever it is.
Hey, Jim, did you see the video I made about the different hobbies crossing paths in the park with each other?
No.
Oh, I thought he said palindromes. Sorry, my mistake.
No, it's one about different hobbies crossing paths in the park. Like
That was
RC
pretty
guys.
funny.
Right.
Did you see it, Matt?
What's that, mate?
You got
What
to play
Justin
it, man.
put up?
Jim's got something. No, Justin, what did you put up, mate?
Hey, there's Ed. Cube this. Oops.
Hold on.
It's actually pretty funny.
It's very funny.
What
Ed's
movie is
got
it from? Like, I don't even know where it's from. What
It's
was that from?
Anchorman. It's called Crossing Paths in the Park on my,
Anchorman?
on my
Okay.
page. Yeah.
The movie I heard of.
Oh, right. Okay.
That's just wrong. That one. So what have you guys been up to?
Well, Ari's been out buying FPV drones.
Oh my God.
I know. So he's got his FPV going on now. I submitted some really good footage out of that, mate. Yeah. That
Oh,
thing
okay.
canes. That thing goes so fast. Oh my God. Yeah. I love the sound of them.
I've
Tearing it.
ordered a set of those arm braces for it because I know I'm going to run it into something.
Yeah, do that, dude. Well worth it.
Absolutely.
For whatever
You
it's
know.
worth, that also could cause a little resistance on the way down.
Yeah, yeah.
Just keep that in mind, that's all.
There's going to be trade-offs with everything, but you know, as I'm not really going to be flying full 3D, it's basically, you know, to me, it's just I'm considering it more like an agile camera drone. Yep, that's it. You know, it'll just give it that little bit more rigidity.
Something
if I
you can
do
bank
bump it. Yeah, that's it.
and
Well,
a
if
little
you thought-
faster.
Yeah, exactly, and it's a big difference, a massive difference. If you see Capture Life's footage of where he went down to the rail bridge with you, Carlos, where he nearly hit it, he nearly hit that bridge, man. Oh my God! But this is what we're talking about with his flying, you know, around you go and all that's nice and smooth and all that sort of stuff. So it looks, but the speed, there's a massive speed difference, an obvious speed difference between a normal camera drone and that FPV drone, man. That thing nails.
You know what? I guess also because I noticed that Charlie Drone Psyche has gotten better at is once you get familiar with the drone or whatever you're flying, you figure out how much distance you're going to need and whether you're going to make it, you know, to either make a turn or to stop, to slow down, to whatever. But so you have to get used to that also.
Yeah, because it doesn't react instantly, of course. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, when I first get up there, usual story, height is your friend. I'll be up there 300 or 400 feet while I'm getting my head around it and finding out exactly how it responds and what it does.
Let me ask you something, Ari. Now, look, anyone who's got one, actually, I'd really like to know this because in the past I've had a lot of issues when I go down to waterfalls and I go down the bottom of the waterfalls, open sky and everything, but you've got this funnel basically in the valley and you can't get GPS. Now,
Ouch.
what is the go? And that restricts your height you can go with your drone. You can only go about 3 meters, mate, and it's a pain in the ass. Now, I'm just wondering what the go is with this FPV thing, because as soon as you go off the edge and go down...
Yeah, I haven't flown mine yet, of course, but obviously I've been doing the deep dive research thing that you do. One thing that I found very, very interesting was I was watching a review by Dustin Dunhill, my mate out at Hawaii, with the FPV drone. And on one of his flights, before he even took off, he had over 30 satellites locked.
30.
Yeah. Now that would indicate to me that it's using more than just the standard US GPS, military-based GPS satellites. I would say that it's also using the GLONASS system and the Chinese system as well, because I know that there is a hack available for your standard DJI drones to allow them to use other GPS satellite networks. So I have a feeling that the DJI FPV drone is doing that already. So you can only hope that it will work better in situations like that, Matt.
That's
I had a
really
question though
interesting.
about that, Ari. Is would a drone literally be able to connect to 2 or 3 different GPS networks at one time and actually coordinate them?
Yeah, certainly. Yep.
Yeah, it's it would just be different frequencies and no big deal, really. And there's probably a different protocol, I'm going to guess, but what's the big deal? Yeah.
Well, I mean, it just
Some
sounds
of
like
the
it would be a
DJI
big
drones
issue.
only go to 2, like Galileo and the US system of GPS.
Yep, standard they do, but I know that one of these fellows, I can't remember which one, but he specialises in cracked firmware for DJI drones, and if you install one of those firmwares, it'll receive every single system there is. So obviously the hardware is capable of it.
Yeah.
There's a GitHub for that. I don't remember the name of it, but there is a GitHub page for hacking DJI.
Now, I'm kind of guessing
what
Bob's
you wanna do
talking
is-
about his Mavic Air here. And he had
Sorry.
26 satellites on his Mavic Air.
I see
average between
21 to 24 all the
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
I average between 22 to
Yeah, I
25.
often get over 20, but 30 plus, I don't think I've ever seen 30 plus.
No.
No,
What's
No.
minimum, 9 or 12 before
I
I
don't
let you
lift
go up?
off less than
9.
10.
Yeah, I don't lift off for less than 10, Carlos.
Well, I know the Air 2 and the Mini 2, it will go white at 9 satellites.
Well,
Like,
is there a
it's clear
minimum?
to take off.
Is there a minimum? Sorry, Justin.
It's
Is there a
telling you.
minimum
Justin
before
is telling
DJI lets you?
Yeah. Yeah,
I
it
just
goes,
told you.
it goes from red at
got
8
this.
satellites, and then when it goes to 9 satellites, it turns white, which
That's what I
indicates
thought,
that
It
nine.
will,
you're
it will
clear to
let
take
you take off with no satellites. If
Correct.
You like,
I remember that one.
It warns you very strongly that you've got no GPS positioning. You're only using your vision system.
Way
Yeah,
back
it's
when
called
it was
vision.
9 or 12.
Yeah, mine cuts in at 8.
I was going to say, I thought it was like,
Somewhere.
so it's-
Yeah. I don't remember.
As soon as I get 8, I'll go green, ready to go. And that's
But
what I
I
just take.
I don't like to take off until I have double digits at least. Yeah.
I like the fact
Yeah.
that when you do your formal remote pilots training, one of the known kernels of wisdom they drum into you is that you need 4 satellites to get a position in 3 dimensions. Don't take off with less than 4. That's how the professionals teach you. Yeah, good.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'll get mine a little bit. It doesn't take long either. And once you say you're going through multiple batteries, once you've got those satellites, and even if you change your battery, boom, straight up, you'll have sat straight up.
Yep.
You know, it's and I ran 6 the other day out of my 2 Pro, and I'll tell you something too. And I ran six of them and 4 of my Mavic Pro, and my iPad was down to 4%. And
Might be
now
getting
I
tired, Matt.
yes, because I ran my six batteries for the 2 Pro down to about 20%, and I ran my Pro 1. I ran them down to about 60. So those 6 plus them, and my iPad was just about to. I thought, what's this 5% shit? I'm checking my controller. I'm checking my battery on the. What's 5%? And I just realised it was my bloody iPad.
Yeah,
I
what
that
flew-
sucks is you can't charge them anymore.
I've flown
the
10
controller.
batteries on the iPad Mini, and that got me down to it was less than 30%, but around 25%, let's say, and that was 10 batteries.
I
That
have a
was
question.
6 for the Mavic 2 and 4 for the Phantom 4 Professional.
Question for you guys. So you take off, you have whatever you need to take off. If a drone gets into ADI mode, does that mean it lost satellites?
Correct.
Okay.
And I think the Pro 2 is the only one that has a redundancy GPS, right?
And the Phantom, yeah. But anything that rule of thumb, if it flies on the DJI Fly app, it only has a single GPS and a single IMU.
But I thought the Pro 2 and the Phantom were the only two that had that. Does the Pro 1 and all that have that too?
Pro 1 has a backup, I'm pretty sure, as well.
I don't
'Cause
think
they
the
have
Pro
double
2 has a
IMUs
backup
too, right?
IMU or definitely not a backup compass.
On
I know,
the
yeah, because the Pro 2 has two IMUs and 2 GPS, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I like that.
yeah, you need redundancies.
You guys
Well,
ever have flyaways happen?
No.
Right,
I
Don,
definitely have-
go.
Go.
Don.
I had a situation where my compass got completely bojangled out over a lake, and it figured it was 100, almost 180 degrees out of whack. And so every time it tried to adjust, it said, "Oh, that's not working." And so it boosted it, and then it went further. And it was like in a matter of, I think it was about 1 second, it went from virtually stopped to 90 kilometers an hour. Like
Which
it just
drone was that?
like, which is over the spec.
Which drone was that, Don?
That was a Mavic 2 Pro.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And I was just lucky that it was heading, like I was on a long, skinny lake, and I just happened to be going straight down that lake. And it sure went. And then it finally said, "Hold on, this is not right." And it stopped.
Well, that's the thing too. If you're not familiar with the area, if you haven't flown it a bunch, you can definitely get lost just trying to find yourself through the camera.
Yeah. But in
No,
this
I've
case,
done
there-
that before.
right outside my cottage, I
Can't
fly
you
there.
switch it on the screen and go to satellite and just follow your?
Surprising thing.
Doesn't that go back and forth, right, from like camera view to satellite view?
Yeah, but if it's
That's
if
still
it's messed
available.
up, it might not be right either.
Oh, if it's wrong. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I thought he just meant getting lost.
No, because when I was at the drone meet down in Florida, I got lost on where my drone was at because the wind was real bad and it carried it. And I had to hit the return to home because trying to find where I was at on the screen using just the camera, I couldn't figure out where I was at. And
Yeah.
the thing is I didn't know because they had switched with one of the updates right before the meet. They had done an update where it hid the map and you had to like pull the map up, and I didn't know that. And I didn't know where the hell my drone was at because that little white arrow wasn't there no more because they redid it on the map, and I didn't know about the map thing. And so I didn't know how to find my drone. I was like, holy shit. So I had to hit the return to home and lower it and hope it was coming back to me.
a nice feature, no matter what.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's how I got out of my flyaway too. I hit the return to home because I didn't know what else to do, and it still took about 3 or 4 seconds to kick in and bring it to a halt. But yeah,
I'm kind of guessing you pushed that pause button, didn't you?
I didn't. No, I didn't remember it was there.
Okay. I was just wondering if that would have halted everything. It would have stopped looking. Then, do you know what I mean?
It might have, but at that point
Doesn't
my
matter.
pants were already full. So
Yeah, I know. Your tutu was already full. Yeah.
And there's one weakness that DJI drones have that I've noticed is when they're over water, it won't give you close to accurate of how many feet you are in the air. Like there's been times where I've been over water and I'm at least 15 feet over the water and it's saying that I'm like 2 or 3 feet.
Yeah,
It
that's,
depends on where you
that's
take off
common, though.
from. It depends on where you take off from, mate. If you take off from above the water level, if you fly over and you go down, it's going to take it from your takeoff point. It's not going to
Whatever
take
you
it off.
do, stop taking
from where-
off from the bottom of the lake.
Quick question. If you take off, let's say we'll call it 0, and you go down the mountain,
You'll be minus.
Yep, negative.
Yeah, it'll show as minus. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah,
that's
now if
the
you return and you go up that mountain, will it raise? Will it go up on its own?
Yeah, it'll go
just
if you take-
It's the
Okay.
difference, the height difference from where you took off.
yeah.
See, I never
So I'm
knew that.
kind of
I don't remember
Kinda
negative feet, but
yeah. I'm kind of guessing that you thought that measured it. I wish it did, to be honest, because when you're going up a side of a mountain trying to maintain your 120, you might be 600 feet above from where you took off, but
Yeah.
you're still well within 120 AGL. It's very difficult to keep your 120 without actually knowing what it is. But your controller will show that you're 600 or 700 feet. And I did that with a mountain out the glass house there, and it will show that you're what did mine come up to? 496 meters. But I was nowhere near being 496 meters above ground level.
Do you know the interesting thing is that the elevation, like the actual elevation of the ground above sea level, is available. Like I have it in Drone Pilot Canada. in the Drone Pilot Canada app, if you tap on the map, it'll tell you the elevation. It's curious that DJI doesn't, pick up on that and offer that as one of the metrics.
I think it comes down to the processing power of the drone. Don, I think that with the newer generation of drones should certainly be capable of that. But
Exactly.
the older ones, not so much. But you've got to be careful. I nearly lost a Phantom 4 flying a commercial job over a resort down in the Tallabudgera Valley. And it was in my early days, and I had my maximum elevation in the software set to 120 meters, 400 feet. Don't go higher than 400 feet. And I'm flying in this little valley, and the resort's down the bottom, and very undulating terrain. And I lost contact with the drone, and it went to its return to home altitude of 120 meters and tried to fly home. Problem was, some of those hills were 200 or 300 meters above where I'd taken off from. So nowadays, I always set my return to home value, or my maximum altitude value, up around 300 or 400 meters, and people go, that's illegal. And I say, well, if I was that far above the ground, it would be, but I like to keep a little bit in hand for the terrain.
There's also that cool, what is it called? Smart return to home. That'll follow the same path that you got there. So
it does that with some drones, but I find it's also got me in trouble because the main thing with it is it monitors your battery usage with the Mavic 2 series. Anyway, I've had a couple of occasions where I've programmed a waypoint mission, and it's gone off and it's been flying into the wind, because that's how I like to do them. I work out which way the prevailing wind is. I make sure it goes out against the wind. And it's been out there doing the job, and it's not smart enough to realize that when it's coming home, it's got a tailwind. And so it pops up and says, on Lychee, it's so polite, it says, drone requests permission to fly home. And so, I turned it off, because if you happen to get disconnected and then the smart return to home decides you haven't got enough battery, it will abort and try and come to home. And it caused me quite some grief on one occasion, which we won't get into, will we, Matt?
exactly.
That's some good information to know, because I've never flown down a mountain, so I didn't know about the negative. Kind of like Carlos, but I've never flown up or down an actual mountain, so I didn't know that. That's good to know, though.
I think you're getting
Adrian.
Even just a slight incline. Sorry.
I think you. I think you're what you're describing as smart to return to home. You're thinking about it returns the GPS coordinates that it took to get out there.
Yeah.
On the Mavic 2 Pro, the smart return to home isn't pertaining to the battery.
The Phantom 4 will follow the same waypoints back home.
Phantom 4 will, yes. What you've got to check within the Mavic 2 Pro is the fact that when it is in return to home, you've got it checked that it will look for obstacles. That's the
Yes.
main thing you've got to do when you do.
And he uses
with
the main camera for that.
Yeah. So as it's flying, it goes, oh, a freaking tree, and it'll, like APAS, really, and it'll go around and do its bizzo.
Now, but the thing is, Matt, is that when it returns back, can it be 10, 15 feet off the original course? Is that why you'd have to set it, or
5
is it
feet,
pretty accurate?
5 feet more like it. It won't be exactly on it, but it won't be 10 or 15
Pretty
feet.
close. Yeah. But
Okay.
my concern, and the reason I don't use it, is that if I'm, say, I don't know, say I have 30% battery left, or say 40% battery left, right? So I've used 60% to get to wherever I am. If
Mhm.
it now comes back the same path, it's not going to have enough juice to get there.
Well,
Using
Smart Return to Home will decide that, and it will override and come home in a straight line.
Oh, will it? No,
Yeah,
I didn't know. I didn't know it did that.
You've just got to be so careful. Look, I'll tell you what happened to me. I did show the footage here once upon a time. I took my drone out on a waypoint mission. It was the Mavic 2 Zoom. And I had just got the smart controller. So I'd changed over onto that. And unbeknownst to me, I'd left Smart Return to Home and Obstacle Avoidance on, which are two things that normally turn off. So the drone went off, and out on its flight, I got disconnected. And what I found out later by reading the logs was it got to within about 300 meters of the end of the flight, and Smart Return to Home decided there wasn't enough battery. So it turned around and tried to fly back to me. But
Yeah.
instead of following my waypoint path, which would have had no problems, it tried to come back in a straight line. And it was getting on in the afternoon. I was over water, and there was reflections off the water, and the old DJI problem of the obstacle avoidance, it false triggered off the water. And what I found out reading the logs later was it had false alarmed 14 times on the flight home. And what it does is it stops, it tries to climb over the non-existent object, and then after a moment continues on. And it did this 14 times. I'm back at the base point, madly recycling the smart controller, turning it on and off because I didn't know what had gone wrong.
Yeah.
I finally got in contact with the drone. It just in time to see the message, 11% battery, drone is landing now, insufficient battery to return to home, landing now. It's out over the water at 800 feet, about 2 kilometers away. I'm saying, oh, no, you're not. So
800 feet.
I managed to put it down in the backyard next to a very alarmed 85-year-old lady with 3% battery about 700 meters from where I was, and then jump into my car and roar around there, and to be given a flea in the ear by her daughter for frightening her. So moral of the story is Smart Return to Home and obstacle avoidance are probably good for novices, but not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, the other day I was down that's the normal park that I go down, and I was just mucking around with the 2 Pro. Now, for the first time, I went through some of the automated features of it, and I use waypoints, and and while I'm setting all this stuff up, I'm on YouTube on my phone going how to use waypoints. I wouldn't have a freaking clue, right? And because when I first set it off, it was at 50 meters, and I said I don't want it at 50 meters because it's heading straight for a bloody TV tower. So I stop that. So anyway, then I could work out where it is. But what I've got a problem with is I've got to we'll look into the angles of the gimbal. Points of interest are okay, but the point where the angle, hey. Yeah, I know. Well, I'm not going to use Lychee because I'm not going to do missions. I was just mucking around with it, having a look to see.
Lychee also has a much better control of things like gimbal interpolation and things like that.
Yeah, but I thought it was interesting, and off it went because I set everything to 115, so I knew it would clear everything in the area. And I just watched it, and it did its bizzo, and I thought that's really freaking cool, man. I don't mind that. But we're going to play Adrian's video here. I'm not going to play any music. I don't know what he's got on there. But this is him with his FPV screaming down the road, chasing his brother and his nephew, I think. Yeah, here we go. Let's have a look. What has he got on here? Yeah, I won't do that.
Hits him in the back of the head.
Yeah, hey, easy to do. That's what you do to fly over people's heads on railway lines, Ari.
That's pretty good tracking considering it's manual and all that.
That's all. He's doing it himself.
Yeah, exactly.
Adrian can sort of fly.
I could never do that.
He's put in
I'd be
practice.
into
Though
one of
I've
these.
seen him.
Oh dear! Get away from that.
I've seen him do it in his yard.
I'd be interested whether he's using the standard remote controller or the gesture controller here.
That would be interesting to know.
Does he
Yeah.
have the motion controller?
Yes.
Yes.
What's
why wouldn't he?
that's not the shadow, is it? Not that little
It
dot.
is.
Yeah, that's the
It
drone
is.
shadow.
It just seems to be always in the same. Oh God!
Dive him. Ooh.
Yeah, remember, Don, he's using goggles. This is not looking at a screen.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
he has the real. He knows.
That's pretty neat, Adrian. I like it.
Very good. And then
When you
the
consider how
picture,
fast that thing will go in sport mode, it'll probably go faster around those back streets than they want to go with the motorcycle.
that was 2 fingers. Okay. Ooh.
There's guys that do this with FPV drones and
Thanks,
drift
Adrian.
cars and race cars,
Yeah.
motorcycles,
Aren't they
or
good, too?
dirt bikes.
I love that drone footage that they take of the cars on the skid pans, the drift cars. That's incredibly well done.
There's a
Be
guy
quite
called
honest.
Max Air 420.
To be quite honest, I don't think he knows these people on the motorbikes.
And Adrian says he was using his controller, not the motion.
Yeah.
Not the motion
Yeah.
controller.
Yeah. That'll be a little bit.
Under the tree. Come on, Adrian. Under the tree.
Under it. Yeah. Right back
through the tree. Trim that tree.
And he's doing really good.
That's excellent. Yeah, good.
I'm really
It's,
surprised his brother's not trying to look
That
over
was
his
a
shoulder
stop
'cause that
sign,
thing's
right?
screaming
That
behind
was that was a stop sign. I just noticed that.
That's only on Thursdays, though.
How fast did he get up to there, I wonder?
Oh, we got close to him there.
Easy
that's hurting.
40, 35, 40.
Yeah, that's hooting along.
Very
Oh, good
nice.
on you,
They were
Adrian.
going faster
Nice
than that.
job.
That's awesome,
and
man.
that's the kind of footage that I'm getting the FPV drone for.
That's cool. Listen, guys, I got to go. I've got stuff I got to do, and my video just rendered, so I got to review that. I was running
care,
a
Don.
render in the back. So
Hey, thanks for that. Thanks for coming on, Don. Much appreciated, mate. Always good to see you, man.
no worries.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Take
We'll
care,
talk to
Don.
you guys
Where'd
later.
Jim go?
All right, man. Take care, brother.
Bye.
Now
happened
we've
to
got
Jim?
another.
Can I show that real quick?
Yeah, are you sharing? Yes. Okay, I'll add that to the
Those-
stream.
those
Off you go.
Those are my early days. And this is the Mavic Air original. Look how far I got out.
Yeah, that's.
I'm beyond the sand. It's crazy, right? I had what do they call that?
When
The,
you're out on the ocean, it's not hard to get that far. I've
No.
seen people.
But with the
Yes.
Mavic Air is Wi-Fi.
Yeah, big go.
Yeah,
that's
that's
what I was
not
going to say, Carlos. I kept my original Mavic Air less than any other drone. But around here where I live, because it's built up and there's a lot of Wi-Fi, I was losing contact with the thing at less than 300 feet. But when I got out into the country or over the water like that,
Somebody
thousands
said
and
that the signal reflects back and forth, and then I had the parabolics. But the best part, I don't know. Well, for me, I had the DJI goggles, the big white ones at the time.
Yep.
So much fun. Anyway, that was it. But look how far. I think it was 7,500 feet, considering it's
but you
Well,
could see it with visual line of sight.
I would
That's,
love to
uh,
use some cruise ships.
that doesn't
chasing.
really matter, visual line of sight. As long as you're in a safe place. I thought that was the case.
Look, I tend
You
to
know
agree
what?
with you, Carlos. The law says visual line of sight. I'm more interested in the spirit of the law than the letter of the law. The spirit of the law is be safe. As long as I'm being safe.
That's dead right, mate. I wouldn't
The
be
other-
doing that in the city and stuff like that, but over the ocean, over open land, I don't
Well,
give
the
a
other
damn.
half of that is there are such things. That's why I asked you earlier. Flyaways. This thing flies away. Who knows where
Well, you
it's
know
going to
what?
end up?
And this is exactly right. If it does fly away, it's not going to hurt anything, is it?
No.
What's the worst that's going to happen? There's going to be a kaplonk, and you're going to be
in the
out of-
water? Yeah, I hope so. Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let me just ask a question. Drone shots. We've got that video up there. Now, that's his DJI Mini 2. Did you want me to play that, mate? He's got a return to home test. This fella here's doing all right. He's, I think he's Scottish, I think. He's got a link in the chat there. So anyone interested in checking that out, that's his Mini 2 return. Now, there's other Mini coming out too. That'll be interesting. But anyway. And we've got Bob Casey. What's Bob got? Ooh, let's have a look.
How am I missing all this?
Now, Bob, is that Bob? Epidemic Sound. Okay, cool. No worries. I shall play that then. We'll go like that. Let's have a look what Bob's got. It is Bob's, isn't it? Yes, it is. Let's have a look here. Now, what's he flying there? The Air 2. Air 2. Hang on.
All the questions.
Air 2 or Air 2S. Interesting. Adrian Mateo.
What's up?
What's going on, big man? How you doing, everybody?
What's up, Adrian? I ordered your shirt, Adrian.
Hey, Matt. On my video, I told you in the chat that the music is actually the free YouTube library music, so you could actually play it.
I like that video, Adrian. As my son would say, that was hella cool.
Thank you, Ari. Actually, that was me on flying on manual. I mean, I thought I handled it pretty good.
That was very good, not pretty good.
You would have been nervous too, especially when you punch it, and especially being so many things around there you could hit too. The good thing about those goggles, you could see that bloody light pole, you know.
Oh my God! When it comes to the goggles, it's like, dude, it's like there's no lagging whatsoever. It's like just like that. It's freaking amazing.
There's Jimbo again. What I'm going to do is actually remove that.
When I punched that, you guys thought I was going like 35. No, we were actually going. From there to there, we hit about 55 easy. Almost.
Yeah, I was going to say it looked like it was a lot faster than 20 or 30.
What the hell is going on there? Did you see that flicker?
A no helmet.
Yeah, I saw that.
Adrian, you don't have to wear a helmet.
The video was flickering.
There we go. That's better. Now this is Bob Casey. Let's check this out.
Oh, I saw this.
The back 40.
He's got both of them going on.
Keep doing those lawn videos, Bob. People eat that shit up. They love them things.
What are you trying to say? You don't like his lawn video?
No, I'm saying they do really good. People actually like to watch people mow lawns.
Like watching the grass dry?
No, it's like a big thing on YouTube. People will do time lapses of them mowing.
Don't make fun of Bob, man.
I'm not making fun of him. I'm saying it's a good idea. People like videos like that.
Here we go. Nice move, Bob.
That's nice.
That's really good. How, man, that's pretty smooth, eh? He kept that
troublemaker.
That would take me two weeks to mow on my 46-inch mower. I'd still be there.
The way the camera just panned around, though, it made him look like he'd like drifted that tractor.
Yeah. No, that's really that was nice and smooth. That was really smooth. If you think about it, right?
Is it on follow me mode?
Nah, mate. No way.
Oh, he's in the tractor doing it, controlling it?
No. Look at that. Now he's got his yaw set. He's got his yaw set really nice. What?
Who's in control?
Bob.
Bob's mowing the yard.
No, Bob's flying the drone.
Oh, okay. I thought he was driving the tractor too. I thought
see. Thank you.
Righto. Anyway, he's flying the drone.
Thank you.
Such a dick, Matt.
The fuck?
But he means it in a nice way.
Can
the dick boy.
Can I show some of my cinematic footage from
No,
when I used to fly these
No,
GPS things?
no, we don't care about that. No.
That's a big thumbs down.
Why? You like it? Pricks.
Jimbo,
No,
how you doing, buddy?
You might pick up some tips and tricks.
What, Adrian? You were rudely interrupted.
I know, right? I was saying, how you doing, Jimbo?
Couldn't be better, my friend. It's hotter
I
than
hear you,
hell,
Jimbo.
and it just rained to try
I
and cool it
love,
off.
and I love the porn stash. The way you have that thing trimmed up every time and looking good.
Thank
Are
you,
you
brother.
listening to these two? The love in they're having. I wonder how big the bribe had to be for them to be this nice.
M40. M40. My
Jim,
new, my new
Jim,
color.
do me a favor, Jim. Don't let them mess up what we got going on. See that this is all for you, buddy. Right there. Boom.
All that comes to mind is ebony and ivory
Carlos, stop
live
hating. Don't keep hating,
together in
Carlos. This is between
perfect
a New Yorker and
harmony.
Dominican. I don't want Puerto Ricans. We don't like Puerto Ricans.
I suppose that
I'm okay with that.
Stump yet.
I'm gonna just go get dressed. Might be a sec.
If that was here in Australia, that stump
Let me
wouldn't
show
be
that
here. We would
video.
have blown it up long ago.
Hey, Justin, funny you said that. A lot of people do like watching somebody mow the freaking yard on tractors.
Oh yeah, they're big time on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, them videos they be having a lot of views, and I don't really, you know what I mean? Like just mowing, but people
can
like
mow
the
it.
shit.
They
Well,
would
it's funny.
pay you. They would pay you to drive the tractor.
Well, the thing
I'd
is
like to watch
it's
people
almost
mow the
like
lawn,
an,
but I
but it's
can't
like
commit
an-
to my son.
but it's almost like an OCD satisfying type videos.
I guess. I mean,
people that
Those
like to
people
see
that
all
watch benches and
the
stuff
grass
dry
looks
after
nice
they
now.
paint.
Like that ASMR.
The way that thing made the grass look after it's, cut. I mean, it looks nice. I like it.
There's that one guy, 863 Justin, that you're talking about that people like to watch.
Actually, Ed, that is not true. I do like the Rican, just not pricks. There's a difference.
Adrian, you got that OnlyFans page or what?
What do you mean?
You
Hey,
don't know
Brad.
what OnlyFans is?
I don't think I understand your question, Justin.
I said, do you have an OnlyFans page?
What is that?
Well, yeah,
That's where people
what is
pay
that?
you to like strip and do crazy crap.
How do you know all this stuff, man?
Don't ask questions you don't.
How do you think
want
you
to
pay
answer.
How you doing, brother Austin? What's going on, buddy?
Mika Steve, what's up?
I mean, if you think about it, Jim, he spent freaking hours and hours on a goddamn computer just Googling shit.
He knows a lot of. He's been to TikTok, Tinder, Only You.
I mean, he even go on the website howtobeahoe.com, how to be a gigolo, all that bullshit.
Justin, I've got a question for you while I think about it. Did you say that you were running your own server at home for your little Anki Vector?
No. That was Dan Drone Worship that's running his own because they open source the old ones. They came out with a new one. It's called Vector 2.0.
Yep.
But he's got the older one because they unlocked it for open source.
Okay.
So why didn't you like that vector? Why did you give it away?
Well, I didn't give it away. Dan bought it from me. But the thing is I don't know how to do all the coding and crap like Dan knows how to do. So for me, he was just a paperweight at this point.
All right.
Is this you,
Like
Carlos?
you have to know how to do that stuff in order to unlock like all his features and everything. You have to know how to like code it and everything else.
What was it? Was it Scratch or Python? Do you remember?
I think he was using what is that? Fucking cream pie or whatever the hell it's called.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Something pie. I just can't think of the name of it.
Raspberry Pi?
Raspberry. Yeah.
That's just that's not an operating system. That's just a tiny computer.
Well, I know he was doing
Raspberry
something
Pi.
with that, but I'm not sure exactly what it was using.
All right, that makes sense. You didn't get into it.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, it was like 65, 70 degrees, and these guys are in the water. It's coming towards fall.
People
No
are
jobs.
keen, mate.
Fahrenheit. This is
Where
Long
is this?
Beach. This is
Oh,
Long Beach.
Okay.
Right off the boardwalk. Nobody bothered us. Well, actually, a lot of onlookers saying, "Oh, that's cool." Blah 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 blah.
Ed seems to know what I'm talking about.
What do you think
Hey,
that water temperature is?
Too cold.
It's one-
I have no
it's one
idea.
of your
Yeah.
50s, 50s, 60s.
Got to be that. I'm looking to see that straw hat is working. He is wearing as one of his props.
What's going on, Night Train? How you doing, bro?
Why is Ed saying dance for us, Adrian? Did you do a dance that I don't know
I don't know.
about?
I think you want me to do the ugly dance like you did the last time. I don't know. When he was talking about with your dance on the floor, that dance that he did on my stream that time. Sorry, Ed, but I'm a young buck. I'm not old possum like you.
You know, you're not supposed to curse on
My
this.
bones still work pretty good. Yours don't. What the fuck is this?
How do you like my cinematic footage, Adrian?
What drone is that?
The
By the
Mavic
way.
Air. Mavic Air.
The first one, the Mavic Air one.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, I love that bird. I still have. Actually, that was my first drone that I got.
Did
Freaking
you?
love it.
It looks good.
Yeah, it does the job. I think half the key is to get the right SD card.
Oh
What's
yeah.
going on, Johnny Drone Flyer?
I was going to ask Carlos, was that at 25 frames a second? Because I get that,
What's up,
that
John?
jerky.
I think part of it might have been StreamYard. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I had the U3 Extreme, the ScanDisk Extreme,
That should have
but I
worked.
wouldn't swear on that.
Should have worked just
You know,
fine.
when I did have it, it was fun. It was, you know, and then I
I still
discovered
don't understand
FPV, and whoa,
That some of those micro SDs do that because, you know, they're rated at V30, which is 30 megabytes a second.
Right.
Or 100 megabits, which is, you know, as good as you get with most drones, that converts down to about 12 megabytes a second. So theoretically, you know, they're almost 3 times as fast as they need to be. But so many of them, you get those jerky results.
mhm.
I went to those V90 cards. I got a
Yeah.
couple of V90 cards from A-Data, and this one is from Lexar. And they work great. Oh, you can't see this. It's a Lexar 1800.
The ones I find, the V30s that do work as advertised, the 2 brands that seem pretty good are the SanDisk Extreme Pro, that's the red and the black ones, and the Samsung cards aren't too bad either.
I've never tried a Samsung.
The Extreme Pros are excellent. I got a
Yeah.
4K 128 gigabyte one, and I've
They're a
never
good
had
one.
any issues.
They you know, like they make several. They make the Extreme Pro, and another one.
Yeah.
But it's only the Extreme Pro that seems to be able to handle everything I throw at it. The red and black one.
This,
Yeah, that's what I have. The Extreme Pro. I got a 32 gig and 128 gig one.
this red and gold. I don't. What is that one?
Red and black. That's
This one works just fine. The red and gold too.
Yeah, see, I got the one Ari has. I got the 128 gig one and a 32 gig.
I
That's
just
a lot of
bought
commitment on an SD card.
two
Excuse
of
me,
them
Jim.
for $19 each off of that Amazon Prime days.
Yeah, I saw that when you pulled up your Amazon page when you were showing us that computer.
I
saw
was-
you had a bunch of SD cards on there.
I was surprised, man, because I've paid $46 for a 64 gigabyte card.
Go to Walmart during Black Friday, and they will have hundreds of those cards on sale for a week after the sale because they just won't sell out of them because they get so many of them. Just go in there and check them out like a day or two after the sale, and usually they'll have whole displays of them just packed and super cheap. You can get
You
like
could
a
go
60
crazy and just buy one for $20.
Where?
Aren't the 64? Aren't they $20? The
No,
64
they're
gig,
like $50 a normal price. You got to
the
catch them on
64
sale.
Extreme. Yeah,
Best
Uh,
Buy.
I thought they were $20 or so. No, I just bought $15 or $20 for 64 gigabyte Extreme ScanDisk Extreme U3 on
The
Amazon.
Pros are more expensive, like the one me and Ari have.
BestBuy.com.
Oh, you guys are
I use 32s,
fancy.
always 32s. I used
Yeah,
to.
but
I
you're
didn't
also
have
buying
them.
from Best Buy. They're more expensive usually than Walmart or Amazon.
They take it back. That's all I care about. When I walk in, no questions asked. They take it back and replace whatever I don't
There's
like.
no restocking fee.
No, not for. I'm a member. I don't know. Anybody can be a member. They got some elite club crap.
But this is the thing: when companies charge you restocking fees for electronics, they're just
That
pocketing that
sucks.
money, because all they do with electronics is they take them to the back, they palletize them, and then they sell them by pallets in auctions. They don't even restock that shit at Walmart. It's automatic. When an electronics device comes back, it goes straight to the back to claims. It does not go back on the
There
shelf.
was a thing
no matter
out
what
here,
it is.
Justin. It was in the papers here a couple of weeks ago. Amazon out here, because we've got a couple of big Amazon distribution centers now. They destroy everything that's returned.
Oh yeah, I
100
saw it. I watched
$100
that.
million bucks, every month, I think, or something. They just bury it, crush it. Oh my God!
You know what they
That's
did
all-
here, Ari? They have enclosed garbage containers now because people used to go in and take the returns out of the garbage. So now they have them fully
Yep.
enclosed.
Dumpster diving.
You can't dumpster dive anymore.
I thought the returns were what those people buy, like these random crates of who knows what for, I don't know, they say 50, 60. You never heard of those?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
they buy
What it is
crates.
it's the people buying the pallets.
Yeah.
Right.
will
I
make
thought that's
those
what
boxes.
what returns were used for, but what do I know?
I don't
No.
know.
What they're doing is they're buying the pallets at auctions by the truckload,
Yeah.
and then they make those boxes out of all the crap that they get, and then they sell those on eBay and different things like that to recoup some of their
Oh,
money.
you don't buy that from Amazon.
No.
No.
Ah, gotcha.
Even Amazon sells pallets of used crap.
That's what I
they
mean.
even have auctions.
That's what I thought.
How
Yeah,
do you know that? You've gone on Amazon and looked for pallets of crap?
I have seen videos
No,
of
there's
people that do
third-party
that.
auction companies. Yeah, there's YouTube videos. There's third-party auction companies that you can go to, and they'll have just warehouses full of pallets of crap from all different retailers, and then they just sell it.
I've seen guys open the pallets, once they've bought the pallet, kind of like, let's see what we got today.
And there's
Usually,
and those guys will tell you there's a strategic way of buying those pallets, because they'll actually palletize them a certain way to entice you to buy a certain pallet, but it's actually full of junk in the middle. They'll put
Yeah,
a
you
couple
might-
of nice things on the outside.
One or two things, and the rest is. That reminds me of that show where people buy storage
Yeah.
wars.
oh, yeah, yeah.
I was on that show
That sounds
twice.
You were on it.
Yeah, I've looked 2 different
They,
episodes.
they
I went
woke
with-
you up when they opened one of the storage.
No, my
I finally let you out.
no, my cousin was into buying storage lockers before it became popularized from the TV shows, and so he said, "Well, let's check and see what the schedule is for the show, and we'll just go and check it out and see." And we went 2 different times, but it's staged like crazy.
Really?
It's super staged. Yeah, they let the
Yeah.
guys look through the lockers when the cameras aren't rolling, and then they give them money. I heard one of the producers talking to
shit.
another person on the set and talking about what their budget limit for each person was that day. I actually overheard their conversation. So
Most
they
of
give
that
them money.
reality.
Well, that's it, Justin. You've just destroyed my childish illusions. I'm so
I know, right?
disappointed.
Because I love that
thought it-
show. Damn it, you fucked it
I
up
thought
for
it
me.
was totally legit.
You never saw those shows where the what are they called? Repo guys.
Thank you,
with tow
Justin.
trucks?
Oh,
Kind of the same thing. Those are all staged.
you know what I love? If you go across those bail bondsman channels, those shows, they're such a joke.
Like Patty Mayo. Yeah,
I don't-
he's a big joke.
This skinny little dude's wearing a vest that says bail bondsman or some crap, and he's gonna come and take you down and all. I gotta move. I gotta
This
turn
was
the
the
channel.
spark, just for the record. Trying
It's
to
a spark.
it's a spark.
The Spark has done some tried and true work.
You're not wrong.
Hello, Christopher Hope. How are you, buddy?
See, I
Hey,
was
Chris.
learning how to use my gimbals and
And Curtis.
camera going left and right.
Hey,
I had my
Chris.
spark out the other day.
Curtis is on. Hey, Curtis, thanks for the info yesterday.
Curtis Dart, how are you, mate? Chris Hope.
That's Belmore, Jim. Is that Belmore? No. Mandalay on the Bay. Belmore, Montauk.
What state is that in?
New York.
Long Island,
Long
New
Island,
York.
New York.
You ever hear people say in Long Island? I don't know why they say that like that. In Long Island. What the hell's in Long Island? You live on it or you don't? It's an island. It's a place.
I'm part of
Yeah.
Long Island.
I wanted a Spark at one point. It's a good drone for the money.
It's a beautiful freaking drone, man. That thing is amazing.
Not
That's
bad, right,
dope.
for a noob?
One of the most robust.
But
drones
that's the
ever
thing I
built.
tell people is you don't really need to buy a cheap drone to be a newbie. It's actually better to buy a more expensive drone because
would
of all
think
the
so.
safety features.
Agreed.
You know what all those homes are worth by the money next to each other? Ridiculous.
I mean, it's stupid to go out and buy a $150 drone and then wonder why you crashed it.
Yeah.
When if you bought a Mini 2, you're more or less
Hey,
likely
Chris,
not to have that issue.
There's two schools of thought on that, and you're right. It's good to have all those safety features to make you fly a little bit safer, so you don't hit shit. But look, it does teach you how to fly. It does. There's no two ways about it. But I did buy a $150 cheapie because I had to control it. I had to learn to control it because if any of these drones lose their GPS, go into ATI, and you don't know how to fly, you're gonna crash it. So there's two ways of looking at it, and I looked at it as if the way, right, okay, I'm going to learn how to fly one of these things. And the first thing I learned is don't fly it in standard mode because the wind will blow it away.
Yeah. If
Well,
you
that's
buy
the thing, though, is-
up market, you can always put it in ATI mode. Everyone should know
Yeah.
how to fly without
But-
GPS stabilization.
But I've had literally 20 or 30 people come up to me, like asking me about my drones. And they're like, I was really wanting to get into it, but I bought a $100 drone and I wrecked it 10 minutes after I put it in the air. And it put them off from wanting to buy it. And I was like,
I know a guy who
well,
bought 2 Tellos and lost them both in less than 2 minutes each. Took one on holiday with him down the coast and flew it off the balcony of his 5th-story apartment, out into the window. Gone.
Yeah. It's look. It all depends on what you or how you want to learn. People learn differently, different ways. I wanted to go with something. Well, number one, I wasn't too sure if I was even going to like it, to be honest.
that's the only downfall. I agree with buying the expensive one.
Yeah.
But in saying that too, you've still got a pretty good second-hand market on the drones, So you might lose $100, especially on a new drone. Like if I bought the Spark, I bought that second-hand, the Spark.
Yep.
If I was to buy that brand new, I don't know, $700 or whatever, 800 fly more back then, I could have sold it maybe for $100 less, with
now
2
you can
charges.
pick 'em up. You can pick them up secondhand all day long, Matt, for $300. And if somebody comes in and says, I want to give it a try, see if I like it. You go buy Spark. It's got GPS stabilization. You can
Check it
always
out.
turn that off and fly at ATI and learn how to fly. But $300, it's Australian, like 48 cents
You
American.
can't go wrong.
Only because you guys just brought it up. This is a Tello.
I have a quick question for the group.
Not bad for a Tello.
720p.
They're good little drones, just they don't handle the wind
Just to
real
mess
well.
around.
No, I've had them get blown by the wind. That's for sure.
That's why I said if DJI came out with a new upgraded Tello,
Whoa,
they
whoa.
could really capture that market between like $100 to $150 mark.
You know what was a fun drone to fly? All right, I'm going to stop you with stop the boring. Was the Parrot Mambo. That was a fun drone to fly.
Yeah, Matt. Here's a question for Carlos.
Question for me by who?
Oh, he's not. He's not here. He would have to share this screen.
Gotcha.
It's actually posted on. Oh, there it is. Who took more balls to the chin during their professional careers? Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle.
Who's the second one?
Kamala
Babe
Harris.
Ruth, Mickey Mantle.
Oh, come on.
I never knew that she played baseball.
I don't even like looking at that lady.
They took more balls to the chin. I love that.
Well, guess what, guys? I've got
Time
to
to
actually
go.
go again. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Thanks again, Matt.
Hey.
thanks
Oh.
again for hosting us, and we'll catch up with you the next time round.
Yeah,
was
no
an
worries.
honor.
Thank you for having me, sir. Have a good night, man. Drive
Good
safe.
to see you
Everybody,
again,
good night.
Adrian. Good on you.
Thank you, everyone on the panel. and
Actually,
everybody
you
in the
look
chat.
pretty good today for a change, Adrian, with that hat and all. You don't look
Thank
like
you,
Steve
Carlos.
Urkel at all. You look suave. You actually look freaking good.
That's the Chris Hope hat.
Thank you, Carlos.
Good on you.
Now, wait a
Muy
minute.
bonito.
Carlos, are you trying to butter me up? I told you I don't like Puerto Rican. I like Jim on that mustache.
I don't want anything from you. There's
You
nothing to butter. I don't want to butter anything. I'm sending you a gift after
He
your
already-
kindness, by the way. Papi chulo.
Oh,
Matt,
There
do
you
you
go.
always ride around with your
Hey.
shirt open? You know, just chest hair flaring
That's
around.
the air conditioner. Hey, Carlos, when did you send it?
I
Who's
haven't
sending
sent
you
it,
again,
but
Matt?
as soon as
Okay,
I do,
okay.
I'm
That's
gonna
what you
let
did,
you
okay.
know. You got
All
your
right.
medium.
Tenfold. I'll see you later, man.
All right, Justin,
Yeah.
Larry, Jimbo, Matt, again, privilege, pleasure, just to be able to share this time with you.
Christ. I'm
Yeah,
so
it's okay.
glad we had this time
Well,
together.
come on,
I
can I show appreciation to the man? I mean, come on.
Matt,
Yeah.
just a
Is
question.
there
before you
something
go,
wrong
Matt.
with that?
appreciate that, Carlos.
Does Jim remind you of Chopper?
Jim reminds me of a lot of things, and Chopper ain't one of them.
Chopper's driving school. Love it.
Wasn't-
All right,
wasn't
guys.
he a
Thank
mass
you, everyone.
murderer?
Look at this shit.
Like a Ted
Good on you,
Bundy vibe.
Michael.
Hey, when I was throwing myself off StreamYard when I was trying to share that Da Vinci screen. So
That's
All
all
right.
right. I'm gonna.
let me get out of here and say goodbyes.
No
All
worries.
right, I'll see you later, Matt.
All right, catch you, mate. Catch you. Thanks for coming on, man. Hey, yeah, thanks everyone in the chat again. Another short one. You got to be shitting me. Oh God, this is giving me the crap. I might do one during the week. I don't know. Give me a hoy or something. Maybe it might be able to fit one in during the week because I got more time. I don't know. These Saturday morning, Friday night things are starting to get really, really short now. But anyway, starting at midday kind of shits me. 2:00 start to be all right, but this midday bizzo. Yes, mate, I do. I have to nick off. Bob. Good on you, Michael. Yeah, drop that thumbs. Beautiful stuff. Anyway, thanks a lot for joining us for this short one again. Nice to see everyone in the chat again, and thanks everyone in the panel for popping in and having a bit of a chat. It was really good. So anyway, everyone have a great weekend. Have a great week, and hopefully shall see you all again next week on the same time, same channel. Catch you later. I'm going to play this one here. Why not? Yes, this is what we're going to do. Here we go. Gotta love that. Take care, everyone. How do I remove myself? Here we go. See you.